will say this crowd has been
Maxine
incredible.
Dupri's back in the ring.
Oh, no.
Maxine Dupri's back in the ring.
Get in the ring.
She's calling for the bell. Kick out by Perez.
Well, that was the creative offense Valkyria needed, but it wasn't quite enough. Clearly, Bayley on the outside being the big equalizer.
Oh!
God.
Bayley was saying Nightwing, Nightwing, and Raquel Rodriguez was saying something very different. Oh, and coming right through with the kick is Lyra.
Getting even on behalf of her friend Bayley. Now, once again, you perhaps see a gear shift in the mind of Bayley, who looks absolutely livid.
We have seen this time and again, and what's Bayley doing here? She's saying we got business to take care of, I believe.
Not even 6 months after finally purging Roman Reigns from WWE, you let him back in. You step into a ring with Roman, not as an opponent, but as his partner. After everything I sacrificed for you, was that all for nothing?
Personal evolution isn't just for architects and messiahs and visionaries and revolutionaries. The rest of us, yes, even Roman Reigns, we get a chance to evolve as well. I thought you, of all people, could see that enemies can become allies.
What I see is that you are not fit to lead this company. What I see is that you do not have the fortitude to make the difficult decisions to ensure this company's future.
You talk of the future, but all I see is you cribbing plays from the past. Surround yourself with some muscle and a wise man. Excuse me, Oracle, and act like you are better than everyone else. But if you want to live in the past, that's fine by me, because the scoreboard back there still reads 3-0.
The thing is, WWE doesn't need a self-proclaimed QB1. What it needs is a vision. And at Crown Jewel, you will find out what happens to those who stand between me and fulfilling that vision.
I have never been one to back down from a fight, and now is no different. So at Crown Jewel, you bring everything you have. Hell, bring everyone you have. And you'll find out that it's still not enough to beat me, Seth.
The match is happening. I understand. Go. Good. Better win. You better win.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Thursday, there's a Crown Jewel preview podcast with Sam, Megan, and Biggie, and AJ Styles joins them and discusses what's coming up against Cena, and he was very candid in that conversation.
Landing there for JD McDonough. Yeah, I feel like AJ Styles got a lot he wants to get off his chest at the moment, and he was cruelly denied by the judge earlier, and I think AJ Styles has just about snapped. And things have started incredibly bleakly here for the Judgment Day. Wow! High octane.
Dragon Lee goes flying. Penta as well, and AJ Styles.
Now that I've got a second to talk, this match at Crown Jewel between AJ Styles and John Cena, we don't need a story. It writes itself. You got two men who will dance for the last time, and I will promise you this, we will leave it all in that ring. It will kick ass.
and you got to understand what I will do to you. But when I'm talking about you, I got...
Oh, super kick! It was time to shut him up, I guess, said Jay.
Too much trash this evening to a fired-up Jay.
All right, I'm assuming we're cool. I'm assuming you interrupted him and not me. But I understand your passion, brother. You want that heavyweight championship, but you're gonna have to get in line behind me, and the man does have a point. Maybe you should focus on being a tag team, because I love Jey Uso. I don't like Little Roman.
Well, Jimmy looking to get in the middle of Punk and Jay.
Peacemaker, just like John Cena, but it might not be enough. This thing's ready to explode.
Jay's been taking the words of Roman Reigns recently. Oh! He tried to come around with a super kick, and Jimmy intercepted him. It is heated. Oh, Punk gets in! Punk is on the attack. A big right hand.
You stay out of my business.
Oh, Jimmy responds!
Punk did shove Jimmy out the way there.
If you lose to Cody Rhodes, at some point, I have to ask myself, why? Why I picked you. I have to ask myself why I picked you over Roman Reigns.
You can see the face of Kairi Sane. Oh, feet are up!
And that moment of regret from Kairi Sane on the top rope, that hesitation, could have cost today. You cannot do that against somebody as good as Kairi Sane.
And a Meteora, that's exactly what it was, Wade. Great analysis, that moment of regret, that contemplation. And now, the genius of the sky. Oh, Asuka's up on the apron.
It was only a matter of time till this happened. But beaten to the punch by an angered Io Sky. But that pinning combination aided and abetted by Asuka. And keep your eyes peeled, because the Empress of Tomorrow is out to make a statement tonight.
And look at this, softening her up for Saturday at Crown Jewel, and now holding her in position. She's going up top. Kairi Sane. Insane elbow with all her weight right across the torso of Io Sky.
I will say this crowd has been
Maxine
incredibly...
Dupree's back in the ring.
Oh, no.
Maxine Dupree's back in the ring.
Get in the ring!
She's calling for the bell. Maxine Dupree is back in the ring.
Here's your winner, as a result of a countout, Maxine Dupree!
Maxine Dupree, as Becky Lynch has been counted out, Wade.
Well, Becky Lynch completely lost her marbles, took her eye off the ball, ignored the referee's count.
This Saturday night at Crown Jewel, Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight.
Too easy. I accept. Dallas, they walked in like some tough guys, but they seem to be walking out like a couple of bitches.
Well, that seemingly did it.
Oh, my!
Fight him now was the message that was delivered, and that looks like it's happening right now, Wade.
Oh, just a few days before the Australian street fight. Here's a warm-up.
Crown Jewel in Perth.
Oh, God.
It's been accepted as as he sends him outside onto the floor.
Scraping the eyeballs of Roman Reigns there. Careful what you wish for, Roman. This is one bad odds.
Oh, Superman! It sends him over, timekeeper.
Jey Uso is firmly subscribed to at the moment.
Remember, Jey took a BFT.
Well, Jey had the opportunity to finish Punk there, got distracted by LA Knight.
Oh, he's up! He's got him in position! Punk's got him in position, and the GTS is still up. What is LA Knight doing? LA Knight just tacked himself in!